If we take a look at our Bissell Little Green Mini Cordless, the best comp is actually not going to be the Classic or the Bissell Little Green Mini, because it has the body of the Mini, but it has a lot of similarities to this, which is going to be on the Bissell Little Green Cordless. So even the buttons are similar in terms of the handle. It is almost like they took a lot of the components here, they put it into this body, and that turned out the Bissell Little Green Mini Cordless. I mean, even in the colorway, you can see that. Then you're going to say, how is that possible? It looks exactly the same as the Bissell Little Green Mini, but the motors are going to be different because they're cordless. And if you take a look and you try to compare them, everything physically between the Mini cordless and the corded are going to be identical. They're going to be coming with the same attachments here. They're going to be coming with the same dirty water tank, clean water tank. Take a closer look at them. Your corded Mini is coming with a power button right there. Your Little Green Cordless is coming with buttons instead, and also with battery indicator light. It also is going to be coming without the wraparound cord area on the back of the unit. Your Bissell Little Green Mini comes with the wraparound cord area on the back of your unit. The way you wrap around the hose is going to be the same, but your corded is coming with a 2.5 amp motor. Your cordless is coming with a 1 amp motor that's going to be giving you 20 minutes of battery life if you have it on the battery care setting. The Bissell Little Green Mini Cordless weighs 7.2 pounds versus 7 pounds on your Bissell Little Green Mini, and when you pick them up, you will not be able to tell any difference in overall weight. There is going to be a lot of similarities actually between the Bissell Little Green Cordless to my left and the Little Green Mini Cordless, and we'll see that just based on the components. So we're going to turn these around, and if you're taking a look, it's also going to look very similar from the back. They have large handles. Your Pet here is going to be coming with the larger tanks. The key difference is that your Mini is coming with those 16-ounce tanks versus on your Max Pet and your Max Pet Cordless, which are coming with the 32-ounce tanks, so double the size. The hose is also going to be longer, so this hose, you can see that it wraps around one more time over what you get with the Mini, so you get about 4.7 foot hose here versus a 4-foot hose on your Mini. A closer look at the motor and the voltage. This is going to have a 29.7 volts output with 1 amp motor. The Bissell Little Green Max Pet also has 29.7 volt, 1 amp. Honestly, there is a very good chance that the same motor and battery inside of the Bissell Little Green Cordless is inside the Bissell Little Green Mini Cordless. And that's because when we tested them and we used them, they sound the same, they work the same, their battery life is just about the same. There's no real difference between them except for your Bissell Little Green Mini Cordless coming with the battery care versus having a high and low setting on your Bissell Little Green Cordless. If you're trying to see which one of the two cordless models is going to have more power, well, I'm going to turn both on. They're both on their highest settings. I don't notice a difference in their suction power or how they work. I'm confident to say that they must share the same motor because the experience is almost identical between them.
And what's going to be the most surprising is that your Bissell Little Green Mini Cordless, even though it weighs 7 pounds, the Bissell Little Green Cordless, not Mini Edition, weighs 7.2 pounds, so only 0.2 pounds more, or basically the same exact size. And when you wrap around the cord, it's pretty much going to wrap around the same way, it just doesn't have the mount. And I feel like the biggest differences are going to be coming down to the tank design, because even where everything is located is pretty much in the same place, and both are going to be almost identical in size, side by side.
So my cat threw up on the floor, and we're going to pick it up using our Bissell Cordless Mini here. Let's try it out.
And this is where the Mini really excels, on these smaller stains where it's going to have enough power to extract everything and you don't have to worry about lugging something heavy around in order to remove a stain that might be 2-3 inches wide. Now let's try this on larger stains, something like we have with coffee, soy sauce, chocolate shake, as well as ketchup.
If you're talking about battery care, what it does is that when you're not using it, it's actually going to idle, and then as it thinks you're going to use it, it's going to spool up more. So here, we're just going to start using our unit here, pre-treat our areas, and now we're using it with warm water.
First step is going to be pre-treating the areas, because if you're not pre-treating, it's like using a laundry machine, but you don't let your clothes sit in that soapy water before you wash them. Now, the other thing about the battery boost mode is that I was surprised how much battery life you get here. As you see, I'm lifting out the soy sauce, and the amount of power is going to be very similar to what you get with the Bissell Little Green OG. And battery life was the most surprising here, because even though they say you're going to get 20 minutes of cordless cleaning with battery boost and even less on regular mode, I found on regular mode you're getting just about 20 minutes of cordless cleaning, and on battery boost you might be getting closer to 30, which was way better than what I expected out of the box.
This will be the last test in our group. We're going to do the Bissell Little Green Cordless, and this is going to be a good comparison against the Bissell Little Green Cordless Mini. So we're going to turn ours on, turn it on a higher, on the second setting here.
And seeing me lift out these stains using my Bissell Little Green Cordless, you can see that it also works very well at extracting the stains. It's not going to have the same power that you get on the Bissell Little Green Max Pet, but because it's portable, you're also going to say, well, there's a trade-off, but it does a good job, as you can see, removing this ketchup. Now, it comes with a 165 watt motor and a 25 volt lithium ion battery. But unlike what you get with the Mini, the cordless is not overestimating how much battery life it has, because in turbo mode, I do find in extended use of my machine, you're going to be averaging about 20 minutes of runtime, which is quite good. And eco mode, you might be getting closer to about 30 minutes. And as you can see from these close-up shots or from my previous review of the Bissell Little Green Cordless, it does do a good job lifting out the stains from the get-go. You just might need to make repeated passes, or you might want to run it 1 or 2 more times just to make sure the stain is fully gone afterwards. But that's the same case if you get a corded or a Bissell Little Green Mini or a cordless edition. All of these units, depending on the stain, you might have to run 2-3 times to get it fully out. And that's because what if your pill is really high? To get deeper into the carpet fibers, it's going to take repeated passes. And after letting our results dry outside, these are going to be the results after 1 pass. The Mini Cordless was great for coffee. It did not remove the stain fully though. Ketchup, it did leave a little bit of coloring on. For chocolate protein shake, it removed it fully. And for soy sauce, that stain was all gone in the first pass.
This is going to be on our cordless, and it was able to remove most of the coffee. It still has a little bit of coffee left. It did a good job with the ketchup, did a good job with the chocolate milk, and it did a good job with our soy sauce. Actually, it left a little bit of soy sauce. We'll have to clean that up.
And these are going to be the results after a second run. The Mini Cordless was able to remove majority of the remaining ketchup stains and the remaining coffee stains that were left over. And the Little Green Cordless was also able to remove more of the stains on the second run. And if you do a third run and you let it dry outside, the stains are going to be completely gone. So you do have a choice here. You can either do multiple runs, as you see me doing, and I don't want to confuse anyone to think you have to do multiple runs here. You could remove these stains in one sitting, one session, but it's going to take a lot more work and a lot more time and effort, in my opinion, because you have to scrub harder and harder, let it dry a little, so it's just not going to be overly saturated, so you're just not extracting liquid, and you can really start targeting the stain. Furthermore, if your dirty tank gets full, it's going to start leaking, and that leaking is going to be dirty water. So you want to make sure to empty out regularly. So after cleaning the 4 stains here, you can see that my Mini Cordless completely filled its tank and started leaking. And that's in contrast to the regular Bissell Little Green, which still had a lot of room for dirty water.
And if you want to check your battery life, just turn on your unit and you can see your battery life here. 2 hours. And I have found that the Bissell Little Green Cordless's battery life, because if you forget to charge it, you're going to have to wait 4 hours to fully charge it, and that is a pain in the butt. This Bissell Little Green Mini Cordless is going to be absolutely great for washing the car carpets. So honestly, what I think Bissell did to produce their Bissell Little Green Mini Cordless is that they know their Bissell Little Green Cordless, all the components here fit inside of here. It looks smaller, right? It looks smaller, but honestly, if you look at the component size, this and this is the same. There's no difference. So when you're looking at the Little Green Mini Cordless, you should be thinking it's a derivative of the Bissell Little Green Cordless.
Ultimately, do I recommend the Bissell Little Green Mini Cordless over the other Bissell Little Greens you can get? Well, let's just start from the beginning. All of these Bissell Little Greens are meant to do the same thing. They're meant to effectively lift away tough messes, embedded dirt, and various stains from soft surfaces. The Bissell Little Green Mini has a lot of things going for it though, because it weighs just about 7 pounds and it's really mobile. You can take it out anywhere, especially if you have smaller stains regularly, because you can just store it easily and you could take it on the go. For larger stains, you're really going to find yourself frequently refilling and emptying the tanks more, and that's going to interrupt how your cleaning processes go, and you could run out of battery if you're doing too many different stains at once. And that's in contrast to the Bissell Little Green Cordless models, because the Bissell Little Green Cordless models are giving you the larger tanks, so you don't have to empty the tanks as often. You're going to be less likely to have leaks and spills. It's going to be coming with the same, if not more powerful 165 watt motor, and it's going to be coming with longer battery life. Not that much more, because the Mini Cordless really does surprise you with the battery life, but listed the Little Green Cordless is definitely going to have more battery life here. So if you have a lot of large stains, I would recommend getting the Bissell Little Green Cordless, like if you're going to do an entire sofa or you're going to do your entire car. The Little Green Cordless is going to be better for that, but if you're normally finding that you're just cleaning stains that are going to be 2-3 inches at a time, you might prefer to get the Bissell Little Green Cordless Mini instead. In the end, both of the Bissell Little Green Minis are going to save you money, they're going to prioritize portability, and they're going to let you refresh, reuse, and just make your upholstery, your car carpets, your rugs, any places that you might have had a stain there for years cleaner, because you're going to be able to extract it. So use some of the tips I shared with you, pick the machine that's going to be right for you, and let's get cleaning, because this is going to help you save money, especially because your house is going to look better without you having to buy new stuff. So with that, thanks for watching, everybody. This is Dave with the French Glow. Please hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help support our channel. We hope we are able to help you, and I'll catch you next time. This is Dave with the French Glow signing off. Bye, bye, bye.